Hey guys, Jason with Long Bottom Farm, and today we're going to be getting about 200 baby chicks out of the brooder, getting them down to pasture, and then I'll give you a quick update on the shelters. So these guys are about 3 weeks old, starting to feather out, and we've got warm temperatures as well, so it's time. Before we do that, I want to get to one thing real quick. We have a newsletter. You can sign up in the link below. One email every 1 to 2 weeks. And my goal with it is to make you a better farmer in 5 minutes a week. I share what we're doing here on the farm. I share resources I found online and things that I think will be of a benefit to you to help you on your farm or homestead. All right, let's get to moving these baby birds. This is pretty simple. Essentially what we do is we pull the tractor up like right here. We've got the bucket right up against the door. My daughter and wife are going to get in with pig panels that we use to push the pigs, and they just make a wall, push all the birds to the door. I grab them, put them in the crates that are loaded on the tractor bucket, and then we haul them down and we'll put them in the shelter. This is our last batch of the year. Pretty excited about that. We're pretty worn out. You see, it's been about 2.5 weeks since I put out a video, and it's just because we've had pigs coming, pigs going.
Guys, can you chill out over there? Guys, what are you doing? Girls?
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
We've had cattle going, we've had chickens going, which I have to pick up tomorrow. We just picked up beef yesterday, and then these guys are going down, and it has just been a revolving door of animals around here. And it's not just picking them up. Everything's about 2 hours away, hour and a half, so that's 3.5, 4 hour round trips. It's inventorying all the meat when you get back, then just the normal stuff of chores, fulfilling orders, farmer's market on the weekend, our off-farm jobs, homeschooling our girls, and it's just been crazy. So it's good though, I can't complain. I'm fortunate to be able to do this and share it with you guys. I just like to do it a little more frequently. And we've got a couple more videos coming up. Like I said, I'm gonna do a big update to our mobile range coops. I'm gonna show you our new loading corral that is almost complete. Got a few more pieces to put in there. And we've actually got a couple bulls that we're gonna use it on for the first time here in about 2 weeks. We're gonna get the vet out and get them taken care of. So lots going on, but today we're focusing on these chickens, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to cut grass. Whew, we didn't get any rain here for weeks and just nothing. Ground was hard. We got a couple showers, which were great. We needed them, and bam, my yard has turned into a hayfield. So, all right, let's get these birds done. So I'm waiting on my rest of my crew to arrive, which will be my wife and one of my daughters. This is basically what we've got. We've got it's probably about 175 birds in here. We ordered 200 birds. There were 5 boxes. They all shipped out on the same day. And for whatever reason, we got 4 boxes.
Oh, that's not good.
That was after 2 days. Those birds did great. 4 days later, we got the other box. 4 days is not good for baby chicks in the mail, and they did horrible. It wasn't the hatchery's fault. We use Myers Poultry, and they're great. This is, again, just a thing with the post office. Myers Poultry has always been willing to make it right if we had an issue, but this wasn't on them. And by the time we would have got the birds anyways, they'd have been a week behind, so we just took the losses, but we ended up losing probably about 20, and yeah, kind of sucked, but one of those things sometimes. So anyways, my wife and daughter are gonna get in here. They're gonna push all these birds up, and then I am gonna grab them right here out of the door, put them here in the crates, and we'll get them down to the bottom. All right, let's do it. These are pig pushing boards. We got off Amazon. They actually work great. Work great for the birds. We essentially just make a wall in the back, and they'll push all the birds to the front. And the birds get a little worked up, but it tends to work. As you can see, they're already starting to herd up to the front here. They'll get behind them. And that's it. Essentially make a wall. Sometimes it helps to remove some of this other stuff. We can get this guy out of here. Take that down with them. And that's it. It's basically just a wall that moves up. All right, let's get these birds loaded. What we do is just grab them gently. You do okay. Not too stressful. A little bit stressful. All right, so that is it. We've got 4 crates of birds. We got a couple little stragglers back there in the corner they're gonna catch. Got them, Ed?
He's not a good walker.
Woo, good job, ladies. Woo. All right, we're down at the bottom. We've got the turkeys behind me. And now we've got to get that sled back there up here with this sled, so that way we're moving them at the same time. So let's get that hooked up. We'll get that in place and then we'll get the birds in there. So my other phone died and my mic doesn't work on this phone, it's my wife's, so this might be a little muffled, apologies, but we've got the mobile range coop in place. You'll see there's some gaps here, and with these little birds, you do have to fill those gaps, so we just use boards to plug those up. But we're gonna go ahead, get this tractor turned around and get these guys into their new home. One cool thing is we do have our cool feeders in here now. You can see these guys. They hold about 35 pounds of feed, and we've got 6 of them in here. I'll have to drop them down a little bit, obviously. But 3 waters, 6 feeders. We need to add a couple more waters, and this guy will be done. I have noticed one little flaw in my design is that these top bars here are too far apart, and water is building up in some of these squares. So like here, see, so you have to push it down. So I'm gonna have to just run some rope from each side, and that'll stop that from happening. But luckily there's space far enough where the water's not too heavy and it drains out before it gets too heavy. So you can see here, it's another one. So let's get these birds unloaded. All right, they're starting to eat, which is good. We've got all our feeders dropped down. And now this whole thing behind me is set up so that the feeders, the waters, everything just moves. So I can literally just pull up, attach it, move it, and done. Never even have to open the door. So, and that's what we're going for. We do need to add a few more waters. I've got 3 on here right now, 3 buckets, which gives us about 15 gallons. One of our viewers recommended using blue 55-gallon drums, which we may do. I may be able to sit it on one of these beams here, as well as supported with this, but we'll see. With 2 more buckets, that gives me 25 gallons, and we won't be raising any more than 200 in here at a time. So that's it. Birds are happy. Big shout out to my wife and daughter for helping. And I think we're gonna go up and have a nice, probably break and a nap. It's kind of been the trend here these days. We put in about 6 or 7 good hours, and then it's up to the house, take a little break. Again, sorry for the audio. Coming up, we've got a lot more videos. Things are dying down here a little bit after this month, things die down and I can get back to my weekly scheduling on the YouTube videos. In the meantime, sign up for the newsletter. I am writing on that. We'll be putting out some community posts. And if there's something you'd like to see a video on, shoot us a comment below, let us know. And if you want to see the full playlist of how we built this structure, 3 videos, check out this video over here.